Women are always going to be shit testing their men. From the day you meet her until the day you die, she will always test you. How do you react when she tests you? By the way, guys, do you like this new studio setup? I haven't heard a lot of comments from you guys, but if you've seen any of my latest videos, then you may notice that I got this fake brick wall behind me. I got my bookshelf full of books, wonderfully color coordinated, that I did with my girlfriend to hopefully look good and maybe up the quality of my videos. So if you like it, please give me a thumbs up because I need it, man. I need it for my validation. And if you're not already subscribed to the Raw Dating Advice family, then hit that subscribe button because you know this is where we teach you the proven ways to get the girl that you want. And I'm not talking settling for the mediocre girls that you think that you're going to have to be capable of because you haven't been capable of getting the hot girls in the past. No, not at all. On Raw Dating Advice, we don't settle. I'm gonna give you the raw truth about getting the women that you actually want and getting them attracted to you so that way you can date these women and choose the women that you want from a place of abundance. So if that sounds good, then let's get to the question, my man. All right, so this one comes from a question from Star Schema on Instagram. I don't know his real name, that's his Instagram handle. He said, "Hey Patrick, I started watching your content on YouTube and love it. Let me ask you a question. I'm talking to this girl and I think she's into me. We've smashed and she's usually flirting, but she has Tinder and she's probably talking or hooking up with other dudes. How can I set myself apart? I'm a good looking guy, smart, fun, and sensitive. I like long walks on the beach." I'm just kidding, I added that part. "I also just got out of a long committed relationship and as a result have never really developed any game. What suggestions do you have for me?" Well, first off, my man, thank you for the question. And to answer your question, I've got a lot of different thoughts and I got a lot of different places that I can go with this question. And if you know me and if you've been watching Raw Dating Advice for a while, you know that I tend to ramble, go on side tangents, and over-explain some things when it's not necessarily needed. So I'm gonna try to keep this to the point, but give you the value that you want. So first off, you say that because you were in a long-term relationship and you recently got out, it's hard for you to have developed any game in your lifetime. But here's the thing, man. You had to have a little bit of ounce of game to get that one girl to date you. You had to be able to attract that one girl to some degree to get her to date you. So here's the thing. You do have game. It's just not very developed yet. And because it's not developed, I would say it's only because you haven't consciously been thinking about all the different things that go into having good games. So let me educate you real quick. Having a long-term relationship or a girlfriend or one ride or die chick who you're seeing exclusively while you build your empire in life is not a bad thing. And in fact, that's a really good time for you to develop your game even further, more than any other single guy will ever get the ability to. Why is that? Because if you do happen to go out and you're not with your main chick and some other girl happens to come up and talk to you, instantly you're independent from the outcome. You're detached from having to get this girl's number. You're detached from having to sleep with this girl. And what does that do to your charisma, to your ability to tease, to spark attraction, to create sexual tension? What does that do for you? It makes it super fucking easy because you don't care about any fucking outcome with this girl. So just for that simple reason, it's really easy to be in a long-term relationship but still work on your conversation skills, your banter skills, your ability to be detached from outcomes with all people, not just women, but like business partners or just people who you're doing any type of deals with, right? But also, if you're in a relationship, you're also likely getting laid a lot. If not, and you're not into that, well, I'm sorry, dude, I can't relate to that. But I like to have sex, and if my girlfriend also likes to have sex, then we're gonna get along. And if she doesn't like to have sex, then we're probably not gonna get along and she won't be my girlfriend for very long. So if you've had a long-term girlfriend and you're into having sex, then likely you're improving your skills in bed. You're improving your kissing skills, your ability to turn her on, right? You're doing all those things. That's also good game because what happens when you go out and you meet another girl and now you're single and maybe you have good enough attraction skills to get her in bed that one time, but that one time blows her fucking mind and now she's obsessed with you and she won't leave you alone, to random text at 2 a.m. telling you to come over, telling you that she wants you so bad, she's so wet for you, right? right? These are things that's possible for you because you're in a relationship. It's very easy. You're playing the game on beginner mode because this girl likes you. She's not going anywhere, especially if you live with her or especially if you sleep with her all the time. And another thing, women are always going to be shit testing their men. From the day you meet her until the day you die, even if you guys are married for 50 years, she will always test you. How do you react when she tests you? Maybe you guys are deciding where you want to go out to eat for your date, and you guys have been dating for 7 years, and you say you want to go here, but she questions your leadership. She questions your ability to make a decision for you guys as a couple, right? What do you do in that moment? Well, that right there is a moment where you're taking the lead, you're being the dominant guy, and that's an aspect of good game. So that's another place where you can develop your game. So the point of this rant is don't let long-term relationships be an excuse for letting your game fall by the wayside. Secondly, getting to your actual question here, what can you do to stand apart from this girl who you've slept with already and you like her a lot, but she has a Tinder and a Bumble and she's likely seeing other guys? How can you set yourself apart? Here's what I would tell you. I would say the one way to set yourself apart is to not be the type of guy who dates from a place of scarcity. I talk about this all the time, but I promise you, most of the guys that she's dating, that she's talking to, most of those guys don't know how to consistently meet women. That's why they're on Tinder and Bumble. However, if you realize that the world is full of abundance and literally half the people in this world have vaginas, and there's gotta be at least a small percentage of those women who are good enough that you actually are attracted to, right? If you realize that, then you can literally go anywhere in the world, and if you develop the superpower of being able to walk up to that girl, start a conversation, create a connection there, get her chasing you, have some playful banter, flirt around with each other, that right there is a superpower, and not a lot of guys have that. So not only if you develop that, will you already be setting yourself apart, but if you can do that, now you're not as attached to this one girl, because now you realize that you have so many other options, and even if she falls off or even if she does end up dating someone else, you don't care because you got all these other options. Plus, if you've been working on this for a little bit and you've been following raw dating advice for a little bit, then it's likely that you've been on dates with these other girls who you've met out in the real world or on Tinder or on Bumble, however you tend to meet women. And a lot of these women you probably still talk to. A lot of these women probably still follow you on social media, on Snapchat, on Instagram, on Facebook, those types of things. And those are all good ways for you to develop the feeling of abundance. And if you have all these maybe 8 girls that you're dating at once, maybe periodically and casually seeing these girls or sleeping with these girls every now and then sporadically, that right there is going to set you apart from all the other dudes that she's dating. Because most of those guys, if they like her, they're going to chase her. They're going to put her on a pedestal and they're going to do anything they can to win her over. And why do they do this? It's not because they have bad game. That's because they think that's what good game is. That's how they were raised. They were raised to treat this woman like a princess, like this fucking amazing angel that they're gonna put her on a pedestal and she's gonna eventually like him. And that's not the way it works. You have to level the playing field and you have to do what she's doing to you by going out, playing the field, finding out what you like and what you don't like, and then choosing the one you want from a place of abundance. And I promise you, if you can truly do that, where you're detached from this outcome, you're detached from this one chick, and you go out and you develop a little bit more abundance with women in your life, I promise you, it's gonna be very simple for you to attract this girl so much to where she is now the one wondering how to win you over and how to get you to stop seeing all these other women. So that said, if you like this video, if you like this message, if it maybe gave you a little bit of a light bulb moment, once again, hit that like button, subscribe to the Raw Dating Advice family if you're not already, and if you truly want to develop an abundance of women in your life, then grab this book. It's called 107 Proven Ways to Get the Girl. Now here's the thing, in this book, I'm gonna give you 107 proven attraction secrets. So that way, when you meet a girl for the first time, you'll know exactly what to say, what to do, how to stand, how to look. You know all those things when it comes to sparking attraction, creating sexual tension, having playful banter, flirting with her, getting her chasing you, all the wonderful things that you likely want in a girl. This is the blueprint here. You will never be at a shortage for information. And here's the best part, man. You don't need all 107 of them to get the girl. In reality, you only need 1 or 2 of them. Master those 1 or 2, but you will never be at a shortage of what to do or how to do it if you get this book. And the best part is it's completely free. All you gotta do is pay for shipping and handling, and I'll ship this book to you anywhere in the world. So if you wanna claim your copy before we run out, go to howtogetthegirlnow.com. On that note, I will see you later, my man. Peace out. I'm gonna go put some pants on now.
Okay.